Good morning, children. Hope you are doing well. So, children, yesterday we started up with second chapter of Beehive, The Sound of Music, and we began its first part. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. So, you can see in this picture, she is Evelyn. Here, her life account has been compiled and presented by Deborah Cowley. Let's have a quick recap before we move forward. Evelyn Glennie, a very popular percussionist from Scotland. So, children, yesterday only I told you that she is a very popular, extraordinary percussionist. What is percussionist? A musician who plays percussion instruments, and percussion instruments are those which are played by striking against them. That means they are beaten or hit by some sticks or rattles on the surface that produces sound or music by hitting it. Recently, I added an adjective that she is an extraordinary percussionist. So, what is extraordinary about her personality is that she is profoundly deaf. So, this is difficult to understand that despite of being profoundly deaf, still she is pursuing music. Though she cannot hear, but she can sense music. Next point, yesterday we read as the story opened up that she was going to join Royal Academy of Music in London. Actually, this is not at all a fictitious story, rather it is a factual account of Evelyn Glennie's life. Next point, her impairment was recognized at the age of 8. Children, yesterday only I told you at the age of 8, once when Evelyn was standing nearby a piano because she was waiting to play it, suddenly she was called by her mother, but she did not respond. She did not move an inch. At that time, her impairment was recognized. However, for 3 years, by the time she was 11 years old, her impairment was somehow hidden because at the age of 11, when her marks started declining, her academic performance was deteriorating. Her the headmistress of her school, requested or urged her parents to take her to some specialist. Now, let's carry forward with the remaining part of the chapter. One day, she saw a girl playing a xylophone. She too wanted to play it. So, children, this instrument is called xylophone. Actually, xylo means wood and phone means sound. So, this musical instrument is made of wood. So one day Evelyn Glennie saw a girl who was playing xylophone and she also wanted to play it. Other teachers or musicians discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes, it was Ron Forbes who spotted her potential. Spotted means recognized, or potential means talent. He only knew that despite of having hearing disability, Evelyn could learn music properly. Next point, what did he do then? In which manner he inspired Evelyn to pursue with music? He tuned two large drums to different notes. That means he played two large drums, but he played them in different notes. You must be knowing that in music different notes are there, higher notes, lower notes. So he played two drums in different notes, and he asked Evelyn to sense it some other way because he knew very well that she wouldn't be able to hear it. And it was miraculous that Evelyn realized that she could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower drum from the waist down. That means she was able to sense the music, and how, in which manner the higher notes were felt or sensed by her from the body portion waist up, and the lower notes from waist down. Next point, she started opening her mind and body to sounds and vibrations because she could not hear, so she started feeling it, she started sensing it. She started sensing the vibrations created when any sound was produced. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra. Youth means young and orchestra means a group of musicians. So she went to the UK with youngsters, with young musicians. Next point, she auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Royal Academy of Music. Next point, she moved from orchestral work to solo performances. Earlier, she was playing musical instruments in the orchestra, in the group of musicians, but then she got inclined towards solo performances. That means she was performing all alone. Next point, she attained a mastery of some 1,000 instruments. That means by now she has got the potential of playing approximately 1,000 musical instruments, and she has a very busy, very hectic international schedule because she organizes musical concerts. Next point, when someone speaks to her, she looks at the speaker's lips, eyes, and the whole face. She knows French and Japanese languages too. Next point, music tingles in her skin, cheekbones, and even in her hair. Tingles means she can feel its resonance, its echoing. She can feel music, she can sense music. Next point, she confesses that she is a workaholic. Workaholic means a person who keeps on continuing work. Hard work and determination are her extraordinary characteristics or personality traits. Next point, she gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. So she does this charity for the people, for the criminals who are kept in imprisonment and the patients who are in the hospital. And she has become an inspiration to other handicapped people because when they see Evelyn, they think if being a deaf person, she can do all this, so why can't we? That's why she is a shining inspiration to other handicapped people. In year 1991, she was presented the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. She was bestowed with this esteemed award presented by the Royal Philharmonic Society. So children, this was all about Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Thank you. Have a nice day.